Namaste, my beautiful collective. We are doing a card reading tonight, just a collective reading. And I had a couple of requests for all kinds of things. The new moon, what's next in October, and what's next in love. So I'm going to try to cover all the bases with this collective card reading. Because it's October, and because I took a day trip, because I'm about maybe an hour drive from Salem, Massachusetts. I grew up in the area. We're going to use the Witch's Tarot, clarifying with the Light Seers. We have a couple of Rebel deck, and then we have the Romance Angels. The Rebel deck to throw some fun in there. And we're going to have at it and see what's happening. This is going to be collective. So take what resonates. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't. Because what happens a lot, and it's very easy to do, if you're in a certain mindset, say that you have a person and you're unsure about them, and I say something about a third party, you're going to automatically think that there's a third party. We don't want that energy. And that's my biggest problem with watching a lot of other readings. There's some wonderful tarot readers out there. I love them all, and I love you all. And I just want to make sure that when you take this, take it how it resonates. If you feel like a message hits you or it's directed towards you, accept that. Anything else, just leave by the wayside, okay? Sending love to all of you and blessings. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. If you want to see my other social media, I do TikTok videos twice a week, at least. I'll be coming out with a new channel pretty soon with some mystical, magical stuff. I'm not going to say the name. It's close to that. But it's going to be a lot about the places I go, such as Salem. Another place that's local to me is the Bridgewater State Triangle. And being in New England, I live in a very historic area where all kinds of events, both sacred, mystical, and out of this world, let's put it that way, have occurred in New England. So I'm very fortunate to be here and living in this history. Nonetheless, we're going to start. So I want you to take a deep breath with me now. Angels, spirit guides, please help me connect with the collective's energy. Don't mind me, I'm tripping over my words a little bit. I've been on the phone for about 3 hours. I do my personal readings. And I wanted to set some time aside tonight. So, angel spirit guides, tell us what you can about my beautiful collective. Rest of October, new moon, which is on Tuesday, I believe. And what's next in love? We'll do a combo reading. And what other events. Okay? I'm going to take it like that. Do a few more shuffles. I really want to shuffle the energy into the deck. I did have a channeled song today that I want to talk to you about before we begin. And my channeled song was Everywhere That I'm Not. I think the group is called Translator. It was an 80s song. I'll try to post it. It was kind of a new wave type song. And I have a new wave playlist on Spotify. And I had to run an errand this morning and go into Massachusetts because I live really close. I live in New Hampshire. I live really close to the border. And maybe a 20-minute ride to Massachusetts where I needed to go. And so I was listening to this new wave playlist that I have that has some punk, you know, the Smiths, Billy Idol, Susie and the Banshees, Kate Bush, Roxy Music. I don't know if you're familiar with any of those. And a lot of times what it does is it takes you off the playlist and puts another song on, and that's exactly what happened. And I'm like, I love that song. I even sent it to my son because he's a guitar player and I knew he'd like the riffs in that song. But anyway, let's get back to this. So everywhere that I'm not, I think it's the translators or the transmitters. I'll have to look it up afterwards and I'll let you know. I will put it in the comments. But you may feel, or somebody in the collective may feel, like, I'm going to cut this a little bit, like your person and you might be separated, you might not be together, you might not be close by, or you may just feel like everywhere that you go, or the plans that you make, they're not with you. I don't know how to explain it, but that's the best way I can put it. So let's see what's happening with that energy. Cut it one more time. I just feel like I have to. Okay. That was a long intro. So we have the King of Cups in reverse. So this is usually depicted as a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, not necessarily. Somebody that's very emotional and lives in their heart, but they also keep their heart very closed, or they might be very moody or up and down. You know, I kind of get up and down energy, maybe moody energy. Maybe 1 minute they love you and the next minute they're just not in the mood for anything or anybody. It could be because they're a leader and they're busy, but it's very unbalanced energy. So you may feel like you don't know whether you're coming or going with this person. I kind of get. So let's take the next card and see what's going on. The Tower. So there could be or could have been a Tower moment with this person, or they could be going through a Tower moment right now, and that's why you haven't heard from them. They might be the type to suffer in silence. You might not be close enough to them. It might be somebody that you just like, or you kind of know, but you don't know fully about their life. And they might be going through this Tower moment or this Tower period right now, where they're either their life is crumbling or they're having an epiphany. One of the two. And then we have the Two of Cups. So this beautiful partnership, this love relationship. I feel like they want to bring this in, or you want to bring it in with another person if you are them. Maybe you're the King of Cups in reversed and you're going through this energy. Maybe you had an epiphany and you want this beautiful partnership. Either way, take it how it resonates. The King of Cups in reverse doesn't necessarily have to be male energy. It could be female. Take it how it resonates in whatever you identify with. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is hard work. Working, making a plan, putting things together. So maybe they're working on trying to accomplish this with you. Then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So we have a pair here, okay? Now this could be another person if you're a woman and you're looking at a man. Or this could be you. Take it, again, how it resonates. Whoever this Queen of Cups is, this is a very same thing, moody energy. A lot of times uses emotional blackmail, crying, pleading, begging. You know, this is the type of energy, this is like low-key psycho, kind of. When Queen of Cups, you know, they're the type that they won't let go. Even if it's a dating situation. These are the other people that you see, and I'm just using an example, like if a man dates somebody for maybe 6 to 8 weeks, say, and they don't vibe with them, they find somebody that's better suited for them, and they're breaking off with this Queen of Cups in reverse. That's the type of woman that's going to stalk them, that's going to follow them, that's going to check out who the other girl is, that's going to say nasty things either about this king or, you know, Scare this other person that they're trying to date. That's the type of energy it is. It's just very, I'm not going to say aggressive, but like whipping you with a wet noodle type of thing. Like guilt tripping the man, guilt tripping the person that he's dating, making up stories, you know what I mean? Making up stories to keep him in a relationship with her. And she may even try to sabotage, even if she has an inkling, that he's going to stray away from her or he's going to end things with her. So if you are the King of Cups in reverse and you're dealing with this, know what you're dealing with. You're not dealing with very positive energy here. So this could be a problem. And maybe this is what this Tower moment's about. Maybe they feel like their life is crumbling because they're never going to get away from this person. Or maybe they've had an epiphany that they're in love with you, or they want something, a partnership with you, but they can't get rid of this other person. This doesn't have to be a girlfriend or a wife or a partner or any kind of a romantic situation. This could also be a friend or a relative that just doesn't want this person to go. They're afraid for whatever reason of what could transpire if this person got into a partnership with you. It scares the hell out of them, and that's the vibe I'm getting. So let's pull a few more cards. We have Strength. So either you have been very strong in this situation, or somebody has held on to you. It's like strength, holding on. You may even scare this person because of your strength. You might be the type of person that has everything together. And maybe they're afraid that you will outshine them in some way. Some people are afraid of that. And some people, some men, and I'm not trying to target anybody. You don't see it being a reader and a tarot reader and a psychic and doing thousands and thousands of readings throughout my lifetime. The thing I've noticed about a lot of very successful women is men are terrified because if they're a very successful man, you would think that they would want somebody that they could power up with, be a power couple with, that they could have that's on their level. And a lot of very wonderful, successful men do like that. But a lot of times we have these toxic, lower vibration energies, these toxic men, and they've become successful in some way, either, through their own right or, excuse me, I have a sip of my drink. Either through their own right or through just a sheer luck. But it's not the kind of success that's like that extreme that they would want, like and you even see it with like celebrities and stuff. They don't want anybody to outshine them because they're either very big on the ego, they have a huge, humongous ego, and they're afraid that you will outshine them, or you will outsmart them in some way. And the other thing that they're afraid of is you might see them for who they really are. And that's a problem sometimes. And that can be men and women. But a lot of times you see that with men. And that's why you see a lot of these older men that may be married going off with younger women because they're attractive. Because the women their age or their wives, they know all about them. And they know that they're no bargain. It doesn't matter how much money they have, how good looking they are. Everybody is a human being. We all have faults. We all have our things. And once you live with a person, you see the real them. So, nobody is exempt from this. But a lot of times, what I see is men, and it doesn't matter how old they are. They could be young, they could be older. they'll date these, they'll have a wonderful person in their life and they'll dump them for somebody that's either they find more attractive or that's younger or that's dumb, honestly. And I hate to say it like that, but they're dumb. So they'll take what this guy gives, scraps or money, but they're never really fully valued or fully loved. They're just used. And some people are okay with that because that's the lower vibration that we live in on this earth. And if that's what you want, then go for it. You know what I mean? I can't tell people what to do with their lives. But if there's a problem like that and you know that there's a third party, know that it might be somebody like this lady here. And he's no picnic either. So let's see where this is going. So we have the star. So star is wish fulfillment. So that's going pretty well. So, wish fulfillment. You are somebody's wish fulfillment here. And my cat is going to drive me nuts tonight. Keeps climbing on everything. And she's a little furball old lady that likes to shed. She likes to see me. She has to see me wherever I am in the house. And I will not, I have to sleep with my door shut. I like to sleep with my door shut. So what happens is, during the night she will meow. I have pretty strong seasonal allergies, and when I have animals in my room, I don't want them in my sheets or on my bed. I like them clean. I don't want any hair. It's no offense. I absolutely love animals. I'll cuddle them. But I'm very particular when it comes to my bedding and my bedroom. Alright, so tell me about this King of Cups. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. There might have been some disputes with this person, if you know them, or overthinking, self-sabotage. I feel like it's coming from this person. They're coming out of the energy with the Five of Swords in reverse, but they might have been in this energy for a long time, not knowing what to do with you. And this could be like up to 5 years, I get. Alright, let's see. What about the Tower? Tell me who's having the Tower. Is it the person in this, the collective, my beautiful collective, or is it the person that we're seeing in this video that shows up in the cards, one of them? Okay. We have the Emperor in reverse, so I feel like it's this male. And he may have had a lot of power at one time. I feel like that's kind of slowly disappearing. He might be in a situation where he feels like things are crumbling, that he's not as successful as he wants to be in some area of his life. It also could be somebody that's very business savvy but cutthroat. And when I say cutthroat, I don't just mean in business. He could be in relationships and everything. He's not the true emperor. He uses his power for manipulation and for his own gain, and not for the greater good. So how about, he still wants this Two of Cups. So why does he want this Two of Cups, or what's this Two of Cups about? Sometimes it's just so good for me to do these readings too, because I release all the stuff that, like, channeling and stuff. It comes out in the cards. It does. I don't need the cards to read. I channel energy, but a lot of times, even with meditation, sometimes the energy can be heavy, or I'll get a channeled message like that song, and I'll have all these feelings and emotions and thoughts, and I'll have flashes of things. And until I get my readings done, that's how I kind of disperse the energy. Okay. 2 of Cups energy, let's see. We have the 9 of Wands. So yeah, I mean, this, like I said, up to 5 years. Also, either you or this person, but I get it's this person. He might have all these people in the background, but he carries a torch for you. But be very careful. Next is the 8 of Pentacles. This is hard work. What is this person working on? Tell me. Angel Spirit Guides. Ooh, I missed last minute. What is this person working on? The Knight of Cups. So this person is wanting to make some kind of a small offer to you in the upright position, which is good, but it's a knight. It's not the king. So he may be a little bit immature in love, but you see these flowers and everything? I don't think he's necessarily trying to come at you in a bad way, but just be very careful. You know, everybody has a past. We all have a past in some way that might not be very flattering. But, you know, we grow in life. We're not in that spot. We're not in the past anymore. You know, some people's things are just, maybe they were moody. Maybe when they were younger, they were, you know, bullied. Maybe they drank at one point in time. Maybe they were a partier. Excuse me. My throat chakra's closing up here. My throat's getting itchy. They might have trouble communicating with you. Maybe they're not really good at speaking their emotions. Some people are. You know, they might have a huge heart, but they might not be good at speaking their emotions. And because of this, they appear toxic. But they want to offer you something small. This could be flowers. This could be a picnic. This could be going out to eat. This could be just a message of some kind coming into you. Say, hi, how are you? Was thinking of you. Or maybe you'll get like a flower emoji or something like that. Who knows? But they are working hard to either overcome what goes on in their head or overcome this tower thing that's going on over here. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. So next we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Let's check out this person. What is going on with the Queen of Cups in reverse? Why is she involved in this reading? And what is the significance of her showing? How about that? How's that sound? The Four of Wands. So she feels, I get two things here, okay? I feel like she thinks that she is this person's twin flame, or she is terrified that you are. And like I said, it's all energy, because she knows that he seeks a wish fulfillment with you somehow, some way. If she doesn't physically or mentally know it, intuitively she feels it, and she's clingy. The Queen of Cups in reverse would be that very clingy energy that, like, you know, this could be a boss in some way, especially being the Emperor. And, like, even if he talked to a business associate, she would be jealous. That's the type of energy I get. like extremely jealous. Jealousy isn't love, okay? Jealousy, everybody's going to feel a little awkward if somebody goes and talks to somebody that's very attractive that you might feel a little bit threatened by. But if you can't trust your person and you get that clingy and sick and upset from them talking to anybody, that's a mental issue. That's a toxic pattern. You know, if they're doing it excessively, you know, you got to figure that out. That's when you say, bye-bye, I'm leaving. You know, why would you tolerate that? But at the same time, you know, some people are excessive. I've seen women that have been ridiculous. I'll never forget, I was married. At the time, I'm divorced now. I was in my early 20s, and my mother's best friend, one of her best friends, she had one best friend that was absolutely the most wonderful woman in the world, this woman Rose. I absolutely loved her. She passed away, and her other friend, Debbie, passed away also. Debbie and her husband did amazing stained glass work. They were fantastic. I still have pieces in my house. They taught me a little bit. I actually took stained glass courses, and I've made several pieces. But these people were wizards at stained glass. But she was really in physical shape. She was really in good physical shape, but she had a very extremely old-looking face. And I'm not trying to insult the woman, but she was obviously very insecure. And I was in my 20s. I was married with my husband. And we all had all gone out to eat somewhere. I don't know where it was. But I literally was with my ex-husband, sitting with them. And I was in between my ex-husband and her husband. She made me move to the other side of my husband because she did not want me sitting next to her husband. Now, I knew the man since I was in junior high school. How insecure can you be? You know? And I told my mother after, I said, I don't know. I mean, I am not a hugger or anything. I'm nice. If I love somebody, I love them, but I'm very respectful, especially to my elders. So these were older people. I wouldn't go up and hug them or want anything to do with them. And not for nothing, but he was like an old man to me, especially at that age. And I was, at the time, I was married, relatively happy, I guess at the time, I don't know. But there are women that have those kind of insecurities. And to me, that's ridiculous, because it's like, I look at it like this, and I feel like the person in my life should feel the same way. If they can't have enough trust in me, I don't give my love away that easy. So if I tell somebody I love them, or I show love to somebody, and I am in a relationship with them, I am not going to flirt. I'm not going to show anything to anybody else. If I want that, I am going to break up with that person and move on if I am unsatisfied. But there are people like that that are very insecure, very jealous. And it just really causes a lot of problems. I've seen people in lifelong relationships that are like that. And I just shake my head. And just the fights and the arguments, it's so toxic. It's nauseating, you know. But there's that connection there, whatever it is. And sometimes that's what it is. It's this weird, odd dynamic that's there. You know, and a lot of times you'll see it, or you'll see somebody that's on one level with somebody that's like on such a different level than their partner. And it's just because they know that they can control them. They know that they're not going to outshine them. They're satisfied. They have to be the big cheese in the relationship. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get this strength card. So what does the strength card represent? Wow, this really did turn into a relationship reading. All right. Nine of Swords. So there's been a lot of pain. You might have had strength in dealing with this person if it's been up to 5 years, or they've had a lot of strength, but it's very painful. Whatever the situation is, take it how it resonates. This has caused you so much pain. You've been extremely strong. You might have also gone through some grief in your life that changed you, that makes you extremely strong. And trust me, I can relate to that. But don't let anybody or anything destroy you. You're in this life. If you're gifted, you might remember things from past lives or whatever. But you really have to seek happiness in your life and peace. It doesn't mean that you have to go out and constantly look for something to do or somewhere to go or somebody new to be with. It means to genuinely be happy and satisfied in what you are doing in your life. To be genuinely happy and satisfied with the way things are going. And anybody that's causing you, if somebody is causing you this kind of pain and you're not even involved with them or they're in third party, is it really worth it to continue? And I get that a lot. Is he my twin flame? Twin flames are kind of rare. I kind of think of it in a different dynamic. I don't use that word. And I don't think they're the half of somebody else's soul. I think there's a masculine and feminine energy in this world, okay? And the masculine energy, and we have both, whether we're male or female or whatever we identify with, we do identify with the masculine and the feminine energy, which is the most well-known. And a lot of times we'll live lives out and we'll repeat them with a certain person, like a past life relationship. It's like a soul contract or whatever, these contract things, however you want to take it. So there may be like a past life that you've lived with this person or many, and it might be this undeniable connection. But that doesn't mean that you have to suffer. You can live a life outside of this. If you want to keep them on the back burner, that's fine. But if it's causing you grief, sometimes you have to walk away a little bit. And it's obviously either yours or this person's wish fulfillment. I kind of get both. But I do feel like there are things and people in the way. Alright, what is this star about? Whoa. We have the Eight of Cups. I just said something about walking away. I'm going to pick another card too. And the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. So this is what I get. You may have or you may walk away. And the Five of Wands upright is competition. You... in the competition, maybe this is, and it wouldn't surprise me with this Emperor, maybe they're purposely entertaining competition in some really, over here, this Queen of Cups, negative character in their life that might be part of the competition. But what's going to happen is the minute you walk away, he's going to drop this competition. Or you could have competition, but you don't care. But if you look at this, like people are stepping over each other in these cards. They're pulling each other down. I'm sorry. I don't care. That kind of thing was never for me. That is a very superficial, low vibrational, toxic energy. And if you play that game, most of the time you're going to end up being disappointed. And I don't like to say that like that. I never in my life, and I'm talking even high school days, would ever deal with competition from another person. If the minute another person showed up, if I felt like my relationship or my dating situation or my friendship was in jeopardy, I'm not dealing with this. I don't know why anybody would. Why would anybody deal with that? Like, that is a lack of self-esteem. That's a lack of self-love. And I'm not saying you have to be arrogant or, if you're dating and you're just getting to know somebody, yes, they may have other options. If you're not in a relationship, it doesn't matter how many options they have. But if they want to have something with you and you see these options, that could be causing a problem. I just get that, I don't know. It's like an off-putting energy. And maybe that's why that song came up. Maybe you just don't feel. We're going to do one more set of the Witch's Tarot. And then we'll do some Oracle cards. If we have to clarify, we will. I'm going to just try to go straight on this and clarify what we have here. Yeah. Competition is great in sports. Competition can be good in the workforce a little bit to get people to work to a point. I don't like a lot of office politics. I find them disgusting. I've managed people over the years and I'm just an employee. And it's very, it's very unfulfilling. That's the best way to put it. So if this is work, this is a work relationship too. You might walk away, you might quit a job because if there's been competition. And once you leave, there'll be no competition. I don't think it's about work though. I don't think so. All right, one more row here. Okay. So we have Karma, which is the Judgment card. So yeah, I feel like this King, Emperor reversed, whatever, even this person, they might start to face their karma here if they did you dirty in any way. They might not have. You know what I mean? Maybe you're not at that level yet. But inadvertently, even if somebody led you to believe that something wonderful or beautiful or love was going to happen or entertained you in that way and then dumped you like a hot potato, know that karma's coming not only for you but whoever else they treated like this. And maybe this Queen of Cups in reverse is like that for a reason. It's sad, but some people don't grow from those experiences. Some people can't get out of them. They don't know. It might have been their first person that they've ever been with. Might be like a childhood sweetheart. And they never experienced real love. They've only experienced this toxic energy. And in turn, it turned them into a toxic person as well. I've seen that a lot. I've seen just about everything. It's kind of scary. And the older I get, the more I see, the more I read for people, the more I hear on social media, the more I enjoy being alone. And it sounds terrible because I really would love to have somebody to go out and have a good time with. You know what I mean? Enjoy life, a companion, somebody that I could have a level of intimacy with. And my head spins from some of the stories I hear and some of the characters I've met, especially after my divorce. leaves me scratching my head. And I just try to keep like very level-headed. And if that opportunity arises, I will definitely be feeling it out. But I give a lot of people in the dating world credit because I don't know how you do it. I've just heard some crazy stories, crazy. And it's kind of nice, you know, I clean up after myself and I have to take care of myself and my pets. And my son a little bit. He's older, he's 23, so not too much, but it's kind of it's a nice feeling. The person that I would, you know, if I ever invited somebody into my life like that, I would expect a mutual thing that way. And you don't find that, you know? You don't find that. So it's not very easy out there. But whoever this is, they are going to receive karma. Let's shuffle again for the Emperor, okay? And I give people credit for keep going. It's like, you know, I don't know. I think that we all need a break every once in a while just to cleanse our energy of old people that have been in our lives, past people. Heal, you know, and just enjoy our own personal time, space, and freedom. So the Emperor in reverse, angel spirit guides. We have the Emperor in reverse on the Emperor in reverse. So whoever this person is, I almost feel like this person acts or tries to impress people and he's not even close to what people think that he is. You know? It's almost like, you know, like the Wizard of Oz energy when they get to the castle, when Dorothy and, you know, everybody gets to the castle and the guy tries to scare her with that really loud voice, you know, I'm the Wizard of Oz, and she finds this man behind the curtain. It's kind of that energy, like, you know, kind of a poser type energy, a fake, a phony, or someone that puffs themselves out or puffs themselves up. And in actuality, in reality, I'm not going to say they ain't shit, but, you know, they might not have close to the amount of success that you think that they do. So be very careful. And I honestly feel like the collective I'm talking to wouldn't even care. Like, that doesn't impress them. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of people that are like me. The thing that impresses me the most is somebody that's genuine with me. Somebody that can speak to me and speak the truth with me and not be phony. I don't like phoniness. I've gotten to an age in my life where all that phony fake stuff does not serve me in any way. Some people like it. I do not. Oop, I just dropped the pen. And, you know, some people are really good bullshit artists. And, you know, they think they're pulling the wool over your eyes. It's really difficult to do with me because I see right through things. And sometimes I'll just play it. Sometimes I play it out a little too far. Just because I want to see. It's almost entertaining for me to see how long they're going to put up this facade. But some people are pretty good at it, or they're, you know, they have a lot of endurance, let's put it that way. It is what it is, you know, I take people for who they are. But yeah, I feel like somebody might be an extreme bullshit artist, wannabe player type, phony. I'm getting that energy. But they still hold a torch for you here. You know, even with all this competition that And it's kind of like different energies. Like I did my weekend readings yesterday afternoon for TikTok. And a lot of the energy from one reading will bleed into another reading. Because it's just the energy that's going on right now in the world. Or in, you know, in the ethers or whatever. So 9 of Wands, this torch, and this 2 of Cups partnership. What can you tell me? Okay. Ooh. Well, we get 2 cards here. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is the Knight of the Page of Pentacles. So it's the Page of Pentacles. See, I'm starting to get tired. And the Hermit. So somebody wanting to make a small offer. Maybe they don't have a lot of money. Maybe their finances are a little, but immature, but, you know, very secure in what they have, although it might be small. If it's not this Emperor in reverse, because I don't really think it is, this might be you. Maybe you don't have as much, but what you have is very secure. You might not have millions of dollars, but what you have, even if you're a business owner or you're a homeowner or both, you're comfortable. You know, you're comfortable in your own skin. And you might go within, or I feel like this person might go within to see the light. You have to go within to see the light. And you might like want solitude right now. So let's do the Knight of Cups. So you might want solitude. You might be dealing with somebody that's in a third party. That's kind of faking it a little bit. It might be like fake it till you make it. Constantly reinventing themselves, you know. And what they don't realize, what this Emperor in reverse does not realize at all, is I feel like if he was dealing with the collective, he doesn't know how amazing that relationship would be for him, not only in his love life. I feel like in everything. I feel like this is like I said something about power couple energy. And how much that the 2 of you together could grow into this huge empire. And I don't think that they realize it. Maybe they have to go within. I don't know. So let's do one more shuffle for this Knight of Cups energy. Okay. We have the High Priestess in reverse. And we get this one again. Whew. Okay. So I feel like this might be this Queen of Cups in reverse too. This is a dark High Priestess, okay? This is somebody that would actually, and I hate to talk about dark spells and magic, I really do. This is somebody that would do like a stay away spell or a binding spell on this fake Emperor or this upside down Emperor, this upside down King of Cups, just to keep him held in her life. That's the kind of energy. Or do like, you know, some kind of spell against you to block you. You know, freezer spells, candle magic, moon magic, water magic. Something like that again. And what's happening, because of karma, is it's backfiring. And that's why they're in reverse and there's such a toxic energy. It's like it's driving them crazy. They've been up in their head. If this Emperor in reverse doesn't realize, they are with this Tower moment. It's just, everything's going to shit, you know. Slowly but surely, everything's going to shit. And I think that they kind of see it and they don't want to believe it. They want to keep going, but at the same time, things are crumbling slowly. And if it's not in their business life, it's in their personal life. There's something. They might even do like, you know, sex magic, something. Or that's what they use, just any kind of sex to keep this person with them. You know, the only problem I get with this is really dark energy, and this person may have like a STD or something, so be very careful if you're dealing with them that physically, because that's the last thing you need. Four of Wands. What is with this? I'm going to shuffle. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. So some truth is going to come out. I kind of get possibly around the new moon. Something's going to be shown to you. I feel like it's going to be a verbal truth. Either somebody's going to come out and tell you that they're involved with this guy. This guy's going to tell you the truth. Or you're going to intuitively know it or see some kind of sign. You might even see something on social media that will give you the truth and the clarification that you need. Nine of Swords. We get two more cards. Okay, Nine of Swords, because we had the extra up here, and we had the extra down here. So expect the truth to come out in the situation. And at least you'll know where to go. The Ten of Pentacles. So after all this strength and this suffering, you're receiving the Ten of Pentacles. This isn't only like a happy family and a power couple. This is going to happen. This is also a ton of money. So whether it's with this person or not, because if you look, there's this happy couple in the background, and then there's this man here with a baby and a dog. It's like an elderly man. This also could be some kind of inheritance. But I feel like this is a power couple. I almost feel like this power couple is going to fuel this man. He might be a grandfather or help him somehow. Maybe you have a golden retriever. Those are beautiful dogs. Or this money may have come from this man in some way at one point in time. But this isn't with this person, this toxic energy. This is positive. I feel like it's with you. So if it's not a relationship, it's definitely an inheritance. If it's a relationship that's going to come out after this truth, you're going to be a power couple, like I said at the very beginning. One more card, and we're going to move on to the oracles. Shuffle. And we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So there was some regret. Maybe with you, maybe with this person, but they're coming out of it. They might be on their way back to you. You know, Five of Cups upright is actually regret. Not seeing the love that's left for you, the love that's still there. But in reverse, they're turning around. They're turning around to see that beautiful love that you have to offer them. Oh, we're losing cards again. Okay. We'll get them afterwards. All right, let's do some Rebel deck. We'll do 3 Rebel deck and 3 Romance Angels. And these Rebel decks are all mixed up here. Okay. Let's see. Man. I don't know how I put my cards away. I do so many readings that they're upside down, inside out. They're in the box. At least I made them that far, but... Okay. Tell me some funny stuff about this reading. Give me some fun messages, Angel Spirit Guides. To kind of close us out, we'll do some Romance Angels and this deck. Okay. This one on the top says, you are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass, but buy your own damn drink. Yeah. That's great. This one says, you are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. And then finally, whoever you were thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. So it might not be the time right now, you know, but you'll maybe find out some truth. Maybe with that tower in their lives or that other person hanging on to their energy, it's just going to create chaos. But let's see what the romance angel has to say. Be very aware. And, you know, if you're a cross watcher, you're watching this reading on the other side, don't go doing people dirty, because it gives you some nasty karma. It takes forever to get through. And you might lose that person for good. So if you have any shred of feeling, any emotion for that person, treat them kindly. Either be honest with them or walk away. I had to say that because I feel like sometimes there is. I almost shuffled for the romance angels. Okay. We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. So, yeah, just you're going to have to wait for a little bit, though, I think. And then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So, collective, you know, just hold on for a little while. If your soulmate is involved in this, know that there's things that have to be cleared up in their energy and things that have to be cleared up at this time before moving forward in this situation. If this has to do with something else like work or a family situation, now is not the time. You're dealing with some toxic energies, whether it's a boss or it's a family member. I would say just wait until the new moon is over. Wait until the energy shift. I have some November readings up. You can watch those. Or maybe wait until December. Give it a few weeks. But I hope you enjoyed this reading, all of you. Sending love and blessings to you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.